Hello, hello, CoachingU4U family and friends. Welcome back. I'm excited to be here with you this evening. And I want you to know you can see us on Facebook and YouTube. Tonight, we're talking about the girlfriend circle and why it matters. Number one, for friendship. Number two, for loyalty. Number three, for connectedness because we understand each other. Hey, I'm Annette. I'm your host, and I'm really happy to be here with you again this evening. I just want to offer my heartfelt sympathy and prayers for anybody who is suffering a loss at this time. I particularly want to offer my goodwill and my hope for Trenton, New Jersey. There's a lot of things going on in Trenton. I said it 10 years ago. I said it 5 years ago. And I've got time for today, tomorrow, next week, next year, and the year after. If we want to stop the violence in the city, the first step is solidarity in accepting that we have a problem, that we want to stop the problem, and we're willing to work together to do it. Stop harboring, taking in, protecting, looking out for drug dealers, and I don't care who they are, criminals, family, friends, or foe, and guns. Stop harboring those three things, and I promise you, you'll see a turnaround. Everybody in the city deserves a second chance, and everybody deserves an opportunity. One of the things I know for sure, having worked in social services for a very, very, very long time, that we have a responsibility to ensure that we do our part to protect our city and our family and our children. If your kid's bringing clothes, money, stacks of money, paying your rent, you're paying your electric bill, buying food, no matter what the need and why, you're part of the problem, unless they have a full-time legitimate job. Hey, again, I'm your host, Annette. Thanks for joining us. My prayers, my hope for better times for families who are suffering in the city of Trenton. The girlfriend circle is important. And the girlfriends and recognizing who they are is important. How you know the friendship is real? There's reciprocity. You'll get that one on the way home, or maybe you'll get it tonight. But there's reciprocity in the relationship. There's loyalty, and there's empathy and care for you and the things you're dealing with and going through. That's what friends do for each other. You know it's fake when there's always competition, there's always one up, there's always insensitivity, and there's certainly disloyalty. Those are fake relationships. Understanding that sometimes we tolerate more than we need to because we think we have to. People will treat you and show you who they are to the level of respect that they have for you. Your best friend is not a friend who's telling everybody your business all the time. You're not a good friend if you're doing the same. Girlfriends have seen you at your best and your worst. And those who are loyal and committed to the friendship will be there for you through all of that. Accept you in it and offer you their experience, strength, and hope and the best they have to give you. They will be with you through thick and thin, not just in good times, not just when you can provide for them, but in good times and bad times, real girlfriends will be with you. And the circle is so important because girlfriends get it. They've been through it too. We understand each other. We understand what we face as women. And that's why it's so important. And women, real women, understand this. Empowering another woman empowers you. That's right. The best part is having a friend who understands you and will not tell your business. Now, listen, all of your business ain't for everybody, family, friend, foe, or girlfriends. It's not. But when and where you need to share and you want somebody that you can talk to and be honest with, that girlfriend circle matters. And usually the people who are afraid of women or won't deal with women because they know who they are. It's not necessarily about you, it's who they are. When you have people say, "Oh, I don't trust women," that's because they don't trust themselves. They know what they're capable of. Remember that. This is my experience, strength, and hope. When you have a friend who says to you, maybe we understand friendship different, it's because you're not friends. Because when you're really friends and when there's really a partnership and a connectedness, which is what the girlfriend circle is all about, you know what friendship means. Girlfriends are cheerleaders. We look out for each other. We cheer each other on. We bring out the best, reminding us of our good, bad, and ugly. And we are sure that we are, we know who you are, and we're sitting in the front row for each other, cheering each other on. Empower another woman. It makes the difference. And girlfriends and real relationships are an inside out job. I said a few minutes ago, when women don't trust women, it's because they know who they are and what they're capable of, and look from the outside as to what they expect and believe other people to be. You ever had somebody tell you, "I know what you're thinking"? The next time they do that, tell them to bottle it because they'll be a billionaire many times over. Nobody knows what you're thinking. Nobody. Loyalty means never having to worry about somebody spilling your secrets or talking about you behind your back. So let me wrap this up a little bit because this is a short one tonight. Friendship is about being loyal even when you're not in the room. Friendship is about being loyal even if you have to stand up to others and your voice shakes when you're doing it. You don't have to protect them, but what you can tell folks is, "That's my friend. You cannot and will not talk to me about her." That's what friendship is about. And I'm talking about this tonight because I had the opportunity to be with a childhood friend today, and I realized, Karen Walker, how much I value the friendship. Nabila Ishmael, how much I value the friendship. I was asked again today from a friend to start a mentoring program again to build the Women Who Mean Business Association back up, WWMBA, to bring women back together again. And we're working on that. And this is an empowerment group. And for women who think that somebody has to be at your level, you don't understand the levels of the girlfriend circle. We can learn from each other. We can learn from everybody. Everybody teaches us something. And I have so much gratitude. And I am walking in a space and place today that's been a long time in progress, but I'm appreciating and respecting it more. And that's a position of peace, and peace is power. Find your girlfriend circle and create an empowerment tornado with each other. Be together, work together, walk together, talk together. Be your individual, authentic self, but sharing that. Because no matter who we are and where we come from, we learn from each other. We learn from each other and we understand each other. And so, we take so many challenges. Ladies, take this challenge. Find a woman and mentor her. Find a woman and connect to her. Find a woman and lift her up. Find a woman and just be her friend. Don't compete and don't compare. Just be her friend. It matters. It matters to her and it matters for you. Stop looking at people and believing that they have more than you. I'm going to remind you again tonight that everything you see is not always the way it appears to be. Develop good, solid relationships. Work with people who are trying to do the things that you're trying to do. Work with people who want to do the things that you're trying to do. Don't be jealous hearted. Don't be competitive. Don't fight. Don't drag her down. When women pull you up, when a sister pulls you up, do not pull her down. Be a friend, be a real friend, and support each other. We are one of the most powerful forces on this planet, aside from God. Act like you know. Act like you know and support each other. Can make a huge difference. You see women out here handling their business, trying to grow their business, support them. You don't always have everything I need, but when and where you make a request, I'll try to make a donation. If I'm not interested in what you're selling, I will try. I won't always be able to do that, but I'll try. When and where you are building a business and you want some executive leadership in that, I'm here for you. When and where you are coming to terms with who you are, what you are, and where you want to be, there are women out here willing to mentor you. Take advantage of us that nobody knows everything. You know, if you have something I want, I'm not going to fight, argue, and speak ill of you or about it. I'm going to try to figure out how you got it and get it too, if that's what I want. Prepare yourself for what you want. If you want something, go after it and get it. Have dinner with other women. Create a girlfriend circle for dinner. Create a girlfriend circle to travel. And, get outside of your comfort zone. Stop hanging out with people who, just tell you the things that you want to hear. That's not healthy for you. It's not good for you and it's not good for them. Hang around some people who are a little different from you. Develop some other tribes. You stay in the same tribe, eventually, your ideas, your hopes, and your dreams start to fade because you're not getting anything different. Go and get something different. If you look at a sister and you say, "Oh, I don't think, she would be interested in talking to me," give it a shot. Give it a shot. Don't expect people to just fall at your knees. Reach out to people. Give women a chance. You are a woman. Be a woman with a heart. If something doesn't belong to you, don't touch it. This new culture of side pieces and side chicks, to each his reach. If that's what you're into, go ahead and do it. It's not my style. I'm not interested in it, and I don't want to play a part in it. I really don't. I value myself and, who I am too much for that kind of business. Now, there are people who agree to that and people who work in that. But I would suggest to you that if you start looking inside of yourself and figuring out who you are, you'll be able to look at anybody, anytime who tries to attack you and come after you and be able to tell them with a straight face, a clear conscience, and a good heart, don't go through the trouble. There is no double. there's only one of me, because that's a fact. And nobody and nothing can change that. You are who you are. Be good to yourself. Self care is important. So the next time you see a woman, here's the challenge. Next time you see a woman, again, and she has something that you're interested in or you'd like to have, ask her how she got it and ask her if she can teach you how to get the same things. You want a good relationship? You want a good person? You want somebody with good character? You have to have good character. So when you see others doing that, talk to them, ask them. Don't go to people who've had multiple failed relationships asking them how relationships work. Find somebody who has had some success, who has demonstrated good character, and ask them. That's absolutely how it works. You want a coach to teach you how to, allergies, of course, better prepare for jobs? Go to somebody who's been successful in a job. A supervisor can teach you how to be a supervisor. A director can teach you how to be a director. An executive can teach you how to be an executive. A banker can teach you how to be a banker. That's where you seek your help. Don't look at all of what you see as fame and glory and go running after that. That's usually a pyramid, and it's going to fall. A pyramid in that is built and stacked on paper and not solid foundation. Look for solid foundations. Look for people with good character. I'm going to repeat this over and over again. And hey, nobody's perfect, but there are some pretty amazing people out there. I mean, absolutely amazing people. To the Trenton area Divine Nine, shout out for the work that you're doing. That's another example of when you're interested in something, go find out what it's all about. You know, uh, and this is the last thing I want to share with you. And this is for women and men. When you believe everything somebody tells you about other people and you don't know them, you have in fact become a hostage to somebody else's thinking. Remember that. Go get your own information, verify your source, and be authentic in everything you do. There's some great people out here. Don't miss the message and don't miss the opportunity and hope because you get caught up in other people's madness. And there's plenty of it out here. Don't be bitter, be better. Go get what you want. If you want it, go get what you want. The difference between a lion and a lioness is the lion is the king of the jungle, but nobody hunts better and brings in the food better than a lioness. Check it out. I said verify. Go ahead and verify that and be a lioness. Do what you need to do to get where you want to be. Find people who are doing what you want to do. Stop believing the hype. Respect yourself and respect others. And I guarantee you, your life will change drastically. I told somebody today that they want to do things backwards. And I simply said to them, as long as you're doing it backwards, you're not going to have any success. You can keep doing it. You're not going to have success. People tell you anything they think you want to hear when they're trying to prove that they are better than you or they're getting it done. Don't look at any of that. Look at facts. Go get the help you need. Join a sister circle. Get with some women who are different than you, different in that they have experience you don't. They've done things that you haven't and learned something. It's worth it. Hey, I'm Annette. I'm excited about being with you on Wednesday nights at 8:05. This is my tribe here at CoachingU4U. We broadcast across multiple states. Our views are growing. I want to tell you this too. If you have a business, Facebook views don't make the difference. Market yourself. And we have somebody who'll be coming on soon to tell you about marketing and how you can do some of the things to improve the things that you're interested in. Your business, your relationships. You want to get married? Find somebody who's had a successful marriage and get some advice. You want a business? Find somebody who's had a successful business and get some advice. You want to learn what hard knocks look like? Find somebody who's had some hard knocks and learn from them. I told you there's something out there with everybody for somebody. Open up your heart and your mind. Do something different and just grow. Go on and grow. It's okay. You'll be happier for it. And you can thank me later. Enjoy yourself. I appreciate you. Join the circle of women. Tighten that circle up. Empower each other. Blow up and grow. Good night. Thanks for joining me.